Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video we are going to be doing my 7-month pregnancy update because I am very behind on these updates and I am now 8 months. I should have done like 2 weeks and 2 weeks, but like I said, I'm behind on it, so I'm going to be doing just the whole month so that I can get caught up. I have not filmed in a while and I know that, and I don't even want to get into it right now because that's like a whole nother video, whole nother thing that I'm just not gonna work myself up over right now. It has been a rough few days with Jackson and we've just been like traveling a lot, and Jackson has been a complete pain in the butt. Like, I don't know what is going on. I don't know if this is like early terrible twos. I literally don't know what's going on, but he's just been so not my child lately. Yes?
Definitely a battery.
Like, it's dead. It's dead.
It's dead.
I just got a new battery. Tried using my new lens and it was way too good of a lens to do.
New lens?
This one.
When did you get a new lens?
It came with it.
Oh, if it's not a new lens, it's a different lens.
I've never used it before though.
It's probably the one you should be using for videos.
I just did it and I had it all the way up against the wall over there. I put it in his little toy and it was still like this close on my face. Like, it was like so good. It was too good for this video. Okay, bye. I will let you know when I'm done and then you can come back. So along with Jackson being a pain in the butt, now my car is broken because, as you guys know, I was in a car accident a few months ago. Well, I guess it was a few months ago. It was like before Thanksgiving, and I still have not gotten my car fixed, and now my car battery is not starting, which is awesome. And I'm so sorry for this glare on my glasses. I am sitting in front of my window. I did not want to set up my lights using natural lighting. My glasses are just reflecting. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm sorry if it's distracting. I know someone said in my last video that the ring light in my glasses was really distracting, and I totally agree, but when I wear my glasses there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not gonna put contacts in just for a video. Sorry guys, I'm just not. But anyway, this is not a ranting video. That's why I literally said I don't even want to get into this right now. This is a pregnancy update, so we will talk about all of this in another video. This is a pregnancy update, so let's jump into it. I have a lot of like symptoms and stuff for month 7, so I'm gonna go through this stuff pretty quickly. I'm not gonna sit and explain it, but I do want to get the size this time because that's really, I don't know why I haven't been paying attention to that, but that's like really interesting to me. I need chapstick so bad. So for 28 weeks, it says the baby is the size of a large eggplant. Baby now weighs 2 1/4 pounds and measures the size of a large eggplant. That's so crazy to like actually compared to those things. Wow. Oh my gosh. So my first symptom for 28 weeks is super tired, and I remember I literally was just exhausted. It was also the week after Christmas, so it was kind of just like a lot going on, New Year's and everything like that, but I remember I was just super exhausted. The next thing was my feet hurt, and I also again think it just had to do with it being Christmas time and traveling a lot, moving around a lot, and my feet just hurt. They weren't like swelling or anything. I have not gotten any of that in the first pregnancy or this one. My feet did not swell, nothing swelled. They just honestly hurt. My next symptom is peeing a lot during the night, and I remember I woke up a ton to pee during the night, and I feel like some weeks it's like I pee a lot during the night, and then some weeks I pee a lot during the day, but that week I was peeing a lot during the night. The next symptom is so weird, and it has never happened to me before, and it really freaked me out when it happened. Like, I actually was like starting to like give myself an anxiety attack when it happened, but I went blind, not like blind, but like I couldn't see for like an hour, and it only went away because I took a nap. So I literally was just like having a normal day, and then all of a sudden my eyes started getting like really, like, the best way I can find to describe it is like someone takes a picture of you with flash, but like it felt like someone took like 10 pictures like in a row, and you know those like dots and stuff you can't see and you're just kind of sitting there like blinking and stuff. That's what happened to me, and it was for an hour, and I even tried to like text, and I couldn't, like I literally couldn't see my phone. Like, it was so weird. That was the first time it ever happened, and I was like freaking out. I was like, why can I not see? Like, am I having like a brain aneurysm? Like, I literally was freaking out, and I had to take a nap because I was like, I cannot handle this. Like, it gave me a headache and I was freaking out, so I took a nap and it went away. And I'd like to say it hasn't happened since, but it did happen again. So that was the first time it happened though, and it was like the freakiest thing. And my last symptom for 28 weeks are my hips were falling asleep a lot, but that's been going on like almost the whole like second half of the pregnancy, and which is really weird because it happened when I was pregnant with Jackson, and it only happened in the beginning. Like, that's kind of how like I found out I was pregnant, is because my hips were falling asleep, and I was like, what the hell is going on? And now my hips are falling asleep a lot, and it's like every night pretty much at this point. I don't know why that's happening. I don't know. I have to like toss and turn a ton at night because my hips just fall asleep if I lay on my side for more than like 20 minutes at a time. So It's obnoxious. Am I even in focus? I don't even know. So my cravings for 28 weeks were ice cream and milk. And I remember actually, this wasn't the week after Christmas. This was the week of Christmas, because I remember I was craving milk when we were at Max's family's house in Indiana. And I literally made him go to a gas station to get me milk because I just felt weird drinking his grandparents' milk. I don't know, I felt bad. So I made him go to the store and get me milk. And my mouth was literally watering because I wanted milk so bad. Like, I don't know what it was. And it was really unfortunate too, because the milk he got, I think, was like not good, because it tasted like chemicals. And like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of things to me though have been tasting like chemicals, but it was like really, really gross milk. But like, it just was so satisfying to like drink the milk. Oh, I sound psychotic, like drinking the milk. Ugh. I don't know, but I was craving ice cream and I was craving milk, and I was craving the chocolate and vanilla, like half chocolate, half vanilla ice cream. And I never ever get that when I go to the store. Like, I always get like cookies and cream or cookie dough or like chocolate chip or something like that. And I wanted like straight vanilla and straight chocolate, and like I ate like a bite of vanilla, a bite of chocolate, a bite of vanilla, a bite of chocolate. Like, I don't know why I was doing that. Moving on to 29 weeks, baby is the size of a butternut squash. This is so weird because I remember this when I was pregnant with Jackson. I remember like the eggplant and the butternut squash and everything. It's probably because I just watched that pregnancy update the other day, because I wanted to compare the two pregnancies. But your baby now weighs 2.5 pounds. Sorry, I keep burping. I am having really bad acid reflux right now, so I sound like an idiot. So my first two symptoms for 29 weeks is peeing a lot. This one was peeing a lot during the day and super tired. That's why I'm kind of going through it quickly, because I just kind of said the same thing for the last week. My next symptom for 29 weeks is, I looked up and I forgot. My next symptom for 29 weeks is very, very hungry. And I remember I just wanted to eat all the time. It's really weird. It's kind of like the same thing with the whole peeing during the day, peeing at night. I get like, one week I'm like hungry all the time and I just want to eat everything, and then other weeks I'm not hungry at all and I don't eat anything. But that week I was very, very hungry. I wanted to eat everything. And I remember at night I was really hungry at night, like right before I'd go up to bed. I wanted to sit in the kitchen and just eat. So I was really hungry. And my last symptom for 29 weeks is feeling very unmotivated. And that was the week after Christmas, the week of New Year's and everything. And I think it was like just after Christmas, we had just like rearranged to make all of the Christmas presents fit and everything. There was a lot of cleaning going on and I was just like over it. I was done with it. Christmas was over. I took the Christmas decorations down and I was just feeling like really unmotivated about things. And I don't know, there's just been a lot going on. Also with me and Max too, again, that's like a whole nother video though. I'm not even gonna get into it right now, but it's just like a lot of things in my life right now have been feeling very like slow and unmotivating, and like I'm just like really down. It's just like the winter months and I'm just like not like feeling it right now. So I don't know, it's also why I haven't been filming a lot. But this is a pregnancy update and we're gonna stick to a pregnancy update. But I was just feeling very unmotivated at 29 weeks. That is it for 29 weeks. I didn't write down cravings for whatever reason. I guess I didn't have any, or any that were like noticeable that stuck out to me. So we're gonna move along to 30 weeks. For 30 weeks, it says your baby is the size of a large cabbage. It now is about 15.7 inches long and weighs almost 3 pounds. Dang, the large cabbage. That's so weird though how they do that, because like a butternut squash is like long, but a cabbage is just like circular. I don't know how they do that. So my first symptom for 30 weeks was contraction pain, and it wasn't contractions. It was just like cramps, uncomfortable, like cramping, contraction pain. And I definitely don't even want to call it Braxton Hicks because it wasn't like consistent. Like, I don't know, they weren't contractions, but it just was like more than cramps, less than contractions. It just was like really uncomfortable, and that's been happening a lot since then actually. But I think it's just kind of like my body preparing for things and moving around and shifting. So yeah, I was having a lot of like cramping. My next symptom is the loss of vision again. That's why I said I'd like to say it hasn't happened since then, but it has happened again, and it actually happened even again after this. So the loss of vision happened, so the last time it was at 28 weeks, this time it was at 30 weeks, and it just, I don't know, it comes out of nowhere. Like, it literally comes out of nowhere. And this time it did go away after like 45 minutes to an hour. I didn't take a nap this time, but it's just obnoxious. Like, it really is. It's just really annoying, and it's like you can't see, and then you're wondering like, why the hell is this happening? Is something wrong? Like, I don't know, it's really weird. And I talked to the doctor about it when I went in for my doctor's appointment, and she said, for my 30-week doctor appointment, and she told me that it could have just been like what's it called, like blood flow, like kind of when like your legs fall asleep or something, like something could have just been like blocked, or like I don't know how she explained it, but it was just, she said it's not a big deal. Like, it's only a big deal if it's happening like every day or like every other day or something. But she said it happened, like it's only happened to me twice, so she said it's not anything that she's concerned about. But to me, I was concerned because I was like, why am I losing my vision and why can't I see, and I'm pregnant and I'm very pregnant and it's freaking me out. But that's actually the last symptom for 30 weeks that I wrote down. Now for cravings, I wrote down chips, potato wedges, and rice pudding. I remember that I went to the grocery store after New Year's and was getting a bunch of like groceries and snacks and stuff. And I was in the chip aisle, and I'm not really a chip person, but I got like a bag of Munchie Mix. I got a bag of Sun Chips. I really wanted like chips. I don't know. I'm not a chip person. I'm more of like a popcorn or like cookie person. And I got a bunch of bags of chips. So I was craving chips. I was also craving potato wedges. I made a lot of potato wedges because I really want an air fryer. I want an air fryer so bad, and Max does not want one. So it's like, I don't want to spend $80 or $100 or whatever it is on an air fryer. So I have been testing different ways out to make potato wedges, and I made them in the toaster. Unfortunately, it literally takes like over an hour, so it's kind of obnoxious, but I was really craving potato wedges and I wanted like the B-dubs potato wedges. So I tried to make them to the best of my ability. They were good. They were not the best, but they were still good for potato wedges. And then I was also craving rice pudding, and that probably sounds really gross to some people, but I don't know if you guys have Jewel Osco where you guys live, or if that's just like around here. Well, it's not even in Wisconsin, it's in Illinois. If you remember, or if you watched me when I was living back at home, me and Max would go to Jewel literally all the time, like probably like 5 times a week. And the Jewel brand rice pudding is so freaking good. Like, it's literally the best rice pudding I've ever had. Don't get like weird brand rice pudding. Like, there's one that's like Koshak or something. That is bad rice pudding. That is not good. It's fake. It's disgusting. It is... Don't even try it because it's not even real. But the Jewel rice pudding is so freaking good. And I found another brand of rice pudding when I went to Walmart, and it's called Senor Rico or something like that. I don't know. It's some like Mexican brand, and I've never heard of it before. And I tried it, and it comes in like big like cups, like double size pudding cups, and it's only 88 cents. And it's so freaking good. It tastes just like the Jewel one. I was so happy I found that because it's only 88 cents. At Jewel, they have like the big tub of it, and it's like $5 or something, but like we don't have that around here. So I'm so happy I found like the 88-cent ones, and they're like pretty big too. Like, that's like a whole, like, I would eat that like as a serving. So 88 cents, like, you're kidding. It was so good, and I just wanted rice pudding like the whole week. That is it for week 30. So now moving on to week 31. The baby is the size of a coconut, measures over 16 inches long, and weighs 3 1/3 pounds. Oh my gosh, it's just so crazy to me that it looks like an actual baby now. My first symptom for 31 weeks is feeling very uncomfortable. This past week, because I'm now 32 weeks, this past week has been rough. Like, it has been a rough week. I have been so uncomfortable. I just want like KT tape, because I want to, like, I've read that like you can like KT tape your belly, and it like is supposed to like lift up your belly and like make it not so heavy. Like, I don't know, I never remember feeling like this with Jackson. I feel like the size I am now is how big I was when I delivered Jackson at 10 months. So like, I'm confused how like I'm this big right now, and like how I feel this big, and it's so uncomfortable. Along with feeling really, really uncomfortable, I literally could feel like stretch marks happening, and I actually was like looking at my sides, because I didn't get stretch marks with Jackson. I did like a little tiny bit, like literally at the last like 2 weeks. You guys know my little like horns on my belly button from my freaking belly button piercing, but I have some stretch marks on my sides, and they're not like bad or anything, and when I'm not pregnant they're not even really that noticeable, but when I am pregnant and like it's my belly stretching, like they're more noticeable. But I was looking at my sides, and I could see that there's like little like it almost looked like there was like popped blood vessels, like stretch marks were about to happen. So I like freaked out, and I like lathered myself in vitamin E oil. But yeah, 31 weeks has been a very uncomfortable, like stretching feeling week. My next symptom is I can't sleep, which is weird because I'm exhausted during the day, but then at night I can't sleep. And I think it might have to do with the fact that I think like 2 nights I took like a quick 20-minute nap while Jackson was taking a nap, and then I couldn't sleep at night, which was really stupid. My next symptom is peeing a lot at night. I don't really need to get into that. I'm just waking up to pee a lot at night. My next symptom is my pregnancy brain was really bad. I remember I went to the store and I had to text Max, and I was like, what am I at the store for? I don't even remember. And I went there for like home decor or something, and I was like, I literally have no idea why I'm even at the store right now. Like, what did I come here for? He's like, didn't you go there to like get home decor? And I was like, shit, I had no idea why I was here. And my last symptom for 31 weeks is I was emotional the whole week. I was crying a lot. I was having a lot of anxiety. I was just thinking a lot about having a second baby, and like, I don't know, I was just like freaking out, and like I don't know. But then I also think it could have had to do, Max is gonna love this when he sees this, I also think it had to do with there was like a full blood moon or something, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Hopefully you do, so I don't sound dumb. But there was like a full blood moon, and it only happens like once a decade or something, and it actually happened 2 nights ago. I think it was 2 nights ago. But they said that like the days leading up to that full moon, like you can feel anxiety, irritability, depression, sadness, oh, what is that called? Wait, let me look it up. Yeah, it says signs you're being affected by the full moon: anxiety, increased intuition, exhaustion, insomnia, vivid dreams, depression, irritability, and amplified psychic gifts. So I think that could have been like what had to do with the anxiety, because I woke up one night, me and Max were laying in bed, and I just like got up out of bed and came downstairs and started crying. Like I was just having like an anxiety attack, and I don't even know why, and it was the night before the full moon. So I think that could have had something to do with it, because that's never happened to me before, and that's like very out of the ordinary for me. So I think this whole like moon thing like really affected me. But then same with exhaustion, because I remember not yesterday but 2 days ago, the day of the full moon, I was so freaking tired. I could not keep my eyes open. Like on the way home to Illinois, it's an hour and a half, and I slept, or I tried to sleep the whole way. Like my eyes were closed the whole way. I also just like haven't been feeling good. Like my iron is, I think, really low or something. I've been taking my iron pills, but my iron, I guess, was really low because I was not feeling good at all. I was feeling like very weak. And I just like had to close my eyes. I was super nauseous, feeling very weak. I was super exhausted. Like it was just a really, really weird feeling. Hopefully it's not related to pregnancy, and it was just like this whole full moon thing. I mean, obviously it's related to pregnancy somehow, but like I hope nothing's wrong is what I'm trying to say. But then the whole insomnia thing, I said I was having trouble sleeping, vivid dreams, depression, irritability. I was very irritable. I was very moody those few days, and same with Jackson. I thought maybe the full moon could have been affecting him, because like I said, he's been like crying randomly and throwing fits, and he does not do that. He's normally the happiest baby, and he's been throwing fits and getting angry, and I'm like, what is this child? This is not my child. So yes, I feel like a lot has happened in this 7th month of pregnancy. It has been insane, and a lot has gone on like outside of being pregnant too. So that's a whole nother thing though. My camera battery is actually flashing at me, so thank God I got through this whole video. I did not make a thumbnail yet, so I'm gonna have to figure that out later. Oh, let's do belly shot before I forget. Oh my gosh. I am not wearing a bra right now, so we're just gonna like pretend this is not happening. But this is my belly. This is the end of, well, I guess the start of 8 months. So the end of my 7-month belly. And I just feel large and in charge. Very, very large and in charge. And I don't know if you guys can see. Let me try and zoom in on like my stretch marks. I don't really know if you can see. Yeah, I'm sure you can. I have like some stretch marks, but they're really only noticeable like when I'm pregnant and my skin is stretching out, because other than that you can't really see them. But I have a few right there. I obviously have these 2 right here, and then I also have a few on this side, which I think like this one has gotten bigger actually, because I don't remember that one being that bad, but I just kind of have like a few. So I don't know, I'd rather have them on my sides though than my stomach. Ugh, except these 2, God, they look so freaking horrible. Like it's definitely weird like in the lighting, because like straight on you can't really see them, but then to the side you can like extra see them. Wow, so weird. Last time you will see this 7-month belly. So that is it for my 7-month pregnancy update. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, leave us any comments or questions you may have, because we love hearing from you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.